So let's chat a little bit about the future. I suppose where you see digital marketing going and social media. Where's that going? I'd be interested in your thoughts on those areas. So anyone can answer that. I'm cool with that.
I'll let this is where Mike really shines, so
I
I'll
thought he
let
might
him
be
take
okay.
Well,
take the center stage.
now there's all this pressure. No, I'm kidding.
Just your observations.
I mean,
is fine.
this year has been really we'll call it the force multiplier for changes that have been happening for a while, right? So you look at how people consume information and how they research, and we're mostly in the B2B space, so I guess that's where I'll focus. And I think all these trends are going to continue to scale and kind of go from there. So in terms of, social is becoming more and more and more important. I mean, I shouldn't say more important. It's you can argue that it's the number one channel rather than search. And at this point, like
Yep.
if you look at how people research products and services on the B2B space, it's usually, what are you going to do? You're going to go into your micro communities and you're going to ask somebody like, hey, what do you guys use for XYZ? Right. Or you're going to go on LinkedIn and you're going to make a post and say, hey, community, what do people do for such and such problem? Or you're going to, reach out to people, things like that. Right. It's very much that before you're going to go and learn about something. And then maybe you'll go search for it. Right. Or search for the thing. So search is still important. It's still a distribution channel, but it's, whereas, if we were talking in whatever, say 2010, 2015, search is still probably the number one channel you have to worry about. I don't think that's the case anymore. And that's coming from somebody who grew up in the search space. Like that's what I did, paid search, SEO. That's where I started.
Right.
I think the proliferation of automation and AI, I think, is going to continue. We're definitely not at the point where, we got to be worried about robots taking over our jobs, kind of things. I think, we've done a number of tests with, all the GPT-3, content tools and whatnot, and they help, right? From maybe organizing ideas or finding new ideas to talk about or something like that, but they're not really good at the writing part just yet. They can't create new concepts. They can't create a POV or anything like that. So I think we're a little ways away from something like that happening. But I think like the big trends, I would say, on the B2B side are more social, more kind of disparate channels, if you will, in terms of how people find information. And that kind of traditional lead gen model is just going to go away pretty quickly, I think. There's still a lot of companies, I think, they're holding on to that. And, the traditional, like, gated content, email nurture, sequence, et cetera, et cetera. And I think that's pretty much gone already. I think it's going to be gone within the next year completely.